I'm Chris Martin.
And I'm Chris Phillips.
And together we're IAmDynamite.
She asked me what my name was. I said I got no name. Even though she knew the answer, she asked me once again.
I really didn't have any preconceived notions going into Comic-Con. I didn't know what to expect. First one, you never know. And then, it was more. It's a lot of video games, a lot of like Pikachus and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I had no expectations going in. It was just more like I'm gonna go to this event and there's gonna be people dressed up. Yeah,
and you're gonna be open to it.
I'm very open to everything. Judgment-free zone. Yep. So yeah, it was an experience, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, I went in knowing nothing, expecting nothing. So.
And you still know nothing. Clearly, we would win in a fight with the Dynamic Duo because they're dynamic, but we are.
I feel if we were going to fight Batman and Robin, you could take down Robin, no problem.
Sure.
Or make out with him. And I could... It would be a struggle, but I feel like if I got his belt away from him, Batman's going down, especially if it's Ben Affleck.
Well, when I was a kid growing up, I loved Marvel comics. I was a nerd and I collected Marvel comic trading cards and read the comic books. And I remember they had the X-Men cartoon on when I was a wee lad. And I was pretty addicted to that as well. So just to be there and to see people dressed like that or whatever and be around that was pretty cool for me.
I was happy to see a lot of Ninja Turtles there. That was a good one. But then, same thing. But as soon as school was done, you'd go home, you get off the bus, and Batman Forever was on. It was the dark cartoon. But yeah, that was it was cool to kind of not relive it, but just acknowledge that there's adults out there that still dress like Ninja Turtles. I like that, and I'm jealous.
I was disappointed that they shot down the idea of putting a Robocop statue in Detroit. This was a real issue in Detroit. I don't know if everyone knows that. But they decided not to do it. But as far as the remake of the movie...
Well, see, original RoboCop 1 was one of the first rated R movies that I ever saw, and it was awesome. And it's still a great movie. I mean, a guy that was in toxic waste was hit by a truck and exploded. That's amazing. But yeah, I don't know if the new one's based in Detroit, and if it's not...
Or if there's toxic waste.
Or if there's toxic waste. I don't even know.
There might not be.
But if it's not based in Detroit, then no one should go see it. Let's be honest. That movie was all about Detroit. I mean, it was. It really was.
Hey, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind. Hey, I don't mind.
Keeping the band 2 people is awesome because it's just a pain to work with 4 dudes or 3 dudes even, or ladies.
Yeah.
And so I think there's less stepping on toes. There's less conflicting ideas. I mean, maybe if we were better at being in bands, we would have been more successful being in 4 people bands. But we like keeping it 2 people because it's I do my stuff, he does his stuff. It doesn't overlap as much. And then, it forces you to work on the melodies more and keeping that strong and keeping everything important and effective rather than getting lost in I really like this weird guitar part I came up, but but it doesn't really make the song much better.
Agreed, 100%. And we get more money this way.
See how well this works?
We get a lot more money this way. Well, a lot more of a little bit of money this way.
When we were naming this band, I just happened to be reading Existentialism for Dummies, literally, that book. And so the couple of, when we named it, I liked the quote from Nietzsche that's, I'm not a man, I am dynamite, or pretty close to that. And so IAmDynamite was an idea. And also we thought that sounded very ridiculous. Because it doesn't sound obviously it doesn't mean a quote when you hear it. It just sounds like IAmDynamite, which we thought was kind of an over-the-top positive statement. So we liked that it was it kind of had a cool meaning to me or to us, but then also just a ridiculous surface meaning of IAmDynamite, just a ridiculous statement to say. So that's why we did that. I wrote the song "Hey Girl," or the beginnings of it. We finished it together, but we were watching a Hard Day's Night and getting really drunk, and I liked that movie, and I'd never seen it, and it was funny. And so when everyone else went to bed, I just sat up writing what became "Hey Girl," and then I brought it to Phillips, and
it changed. It actually changed a lot, even right before we recorded it. There was, it was completely different until we actually recorded it. We were changing things in pre-production and stuff, and then that took the form of where it is. And it's kind of cool because that's when it gets collaborative, and when he brings something, and then we can work on it together, and it always is kind of changing until it's comfortable, And so with that song happened, and then doing a video, we were kind of superhero-ish. Time travelers.
They were, yep.
Yeah,
that's right.
So
time traveling. But if you haven't seen the video, it's weird and
great,
full of time traveling.
Yeah.
Anywhere we go, they'll be pumping and through on the radio. And anywhere we go, they'll be there in our room, so we're not alone.
The guy that does all of our videos, Marty Stano. We basically let him go. We basically let him go whatever he wants to do, no holds barred. And that's at first it with management and everybody, they're kind of like, I don't know, so. But he sold himself. I mean, it's kind of, that's his art, and we allow him to do it, and we love it that he does it that way. So it was his idea. He was really interested in doing leaving Las Vegas type vibe, and scatterbrained kind of whatever, superheroes on the move, on time traveling, looking for. So he just
not leaving Las Vegas. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Fear and Loathing. Yeah. This is all the Nick Cage.
Is that the one with Nick Cage who's an alcoholic?
I think so.
Yeah. No, not that one. But that would have been fun too, because we just got really drunk.
It would have been cool.
And then Elizabeth Shue was in.
But anyway, so Marty Stano, a lot of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, kind of type vibe that he was going for that. And so that's just more of we put it in his hands. He went through and did it and turned us, he made us look cool with a bunch of thrift store items, which is awesome, and a lot of cool different shots and stuff, and it was all in his brain, and he put that out on the table, and it was one of the funnest ones we've made for sure.
We will be we've been on tour all fall. We're finishing up, coming back out west from the west, from Denver back through the middle of the country, and we're really excited, and this is the Turn on the Stereo tour.
Yep, we'll be hitting up. We'll be doing BuzzFest in Houston, which is a
very exciting
big festival. That's a fun one. It's our second time going through, which is cool. And we're playing with some friends of ours, the Virgin Marys, who we did a spring tour with.
Who are we playing with? When we playing with Group Love and?
Oh yeah, that's in Providence, coming up here.
Yeah, that'll be
middle
cool.
November. Yep, that's towards the end of the tour. And then we're just gearing up for Christmas shows and doing all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. But primarily, it's gonna be us going out and kind of doing Midwest and dipping down in the South.
All nude. This tour is all nude.
This tour is all nude.
100%.
Yeah, someone is all nude.
I will be all nude. You're not going to be all nude?
I was nude last time.
I thought we were agreed both nude.
Oh no, that's next time.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Mostly nude.
Mostly nude.
We are just gearing up for our next album.
Yeah.
So we're just writing stuff. It's mostly just xylophone themed.
Yeah. Very
strong
Caribbean. Xylophone Caribbean harp.
Like a Zyribian.
But no, yeah, we're out there now. We're gonna road test some new songs. Hopefully people like them. But yeah, we'll be out there and doing that, gearing up for that new album, because we are ready and we're excited to get new stuff out there.
Baby, if the old man knows if
Hey, we are IAmDynamite. Look for us on Last.fm.